Welcome back to the Haven Universal Broadcasting Service. I'm your host, Ollie Ashwood. On today's news, a cleanup across Haven has started to begin, and a transformation of relationships and land is all fully underway. Firstly, let's take a look at this news story between Aurora and Boldrov. Now, recently, there has been some growing tensions after a newspaper published slandering some of the Aurora name and also claiming that certain language was used that was not very pro-Auroran. Now, there is some hints behind the scenes that Aurora and Boldrov are working together to amend these relationships for the betterment of Haven, but I shall keep you posted as developments continue to develop. Next, let's take a look into some of the land reforms coming across Haven. Now, as we all know, the heart of Haven has been a little bit of a sore spot for the eyes across Haven for a few hundred years now. However, a group of very dedicated individuals are working towards cleaning it up and removing any random islands that seem to have sprung up across the land. Hopefully, the heart of Haven will soon be clear and pure once again. Next up, let's take a look into Nalaria. Now, currently, they have word confirmed from the prince themselves that they are currently building a channel through Nalaria in order to connect the Heart Sea to the rest of the world. Now, there are some debates as to whether or not this is a good idea from a certain security point of view, but they are keeping a close eye on this, and I'm sure the profits that roll in will outweigh any security risks, and we also have the great protection of navies from countries like Savernia, Aurora, and just Ashai in general. So hopefully all will be well with this new canal. And finally, let's look into what could potentially be some very breaking news. Since Boldarov's raid against Hilaria, again, pronunciation, we have heard rumours that the non-aggression pact between the two nations of Ashai and that nation which we can't pronounce may well indeed potentially end, or at least be risk of a very expensive fine. We're still looking into this, and the War Department from the Ashai government has said the following: that all is well and that the non-aggression pact should be upstanding, further talks to be had. So there you have it, folks. Potentially not the outcome the Boldarovs want, but an outcome for peace across Haven we can at least hope for. That's all we have time for today on the Haven Universal Broadcasting Service. Tune in tomorrow as a potential new war development could be going on. We're not sure of the exact details yet, but all we are aware of is that Fornost is a potential target, so exciting times to live in Haven. Tune in tomorrow. I've been your host, Ollie Ashford. Good night.